Let's have a real talk about where I've been and where I'm going. Hello, if you're new here, I'm Sully. This is my channel. I draw, I live life, and sometimes I'll post about that stuff. Yeah, in today's video, I wanted to just get cozy, talk a little bit about what's been going on, why I haven't really felt like posting or making videos in general, and what have I been up to other than making videos. I've got my water. Make sure you go get yours to stay hydrated. Also got a nice, cozy jasmine tea with a little bit of honey in it. I'm gonna take a sip now. Very nice. Go grab yourself something cozy, maybe a sketchbook, I don't know, whatever it is you like to do while watching videos, or if you're doing chores, that's also cool. I do that all the time. Yeah, I am basically just gonna be talking about my life, what I've been doing. Where do I wanna go from here? So I guess it's a little bit of my plans for this year as well. Happy New Year, by the way. I haven't posted a video since October of 2023, so Happy New Year. It is honestly a really good time to focus on beginnings and letting go of stuff that really doesn't serve me anymore. So I think this is a good chance to just start fresh and really evaluate like what I want to do and where I'm gonna go, all that stuff. So basically what this video is going to be like is just me chatting to you and just kind of like a friendly, relaxed chat here in the studio. I'm also going to have clips from 2023 going on screen just so you can kind of add on visually to the recap of what's been going on in my life. Also because I am not going to be making them into vlogs, because if you have noticed, the last vlog I posted in 2023 was still from 2022, and I am tired of catching up, but I'll touch more on vlogs and stuff like that later. But anyways, let's get started. Where have I been? So what have I been up to pretty much all of 2023, I guess. To start, I have been doing therapy and I absolutely love it. This has just been so important for me to really understand who I am, how my brain and body work together and on their own. And it's just been like a really good way for me to understand just how to live my best life, honestly. I won't be going too into that because obviously that is really personal, but I did get some new diagnoses as well, which have been really... I mean, at first it kind of felt intimidating to get like a diagnosis because it's like, well, now what, you know? But that's kind of the point of getting diagnosis, is where it's like where you have an idea of what you want to do next, or at least an idea of what to look for. Yeah, I've got some diagnoses of stuff that I've known for a long time, like anxiety and depression, and also stuff that I never really realized about myself, like ADHD. It is a little bit more complicated to get like official diagnoses for that. Based on what I've been talking about with my therapist who has ADHD, it's just there's definitely something there. So regardless, it's been really insightful to just like learn a lot about myself in that way and just feel more open and honest to myself about who I am and how my brain is and works. And I understand that I am very privileged to be able to go to therapy. I do pay for sessions, but I also do pay for insurance that pays for a lot of the sessions. So yeah, I do understand that it is a privilege, but it's one that I'm going to take advantage of while I can, because I didn't really grow up with or have many privileges in my life. So if I have it now, I know to take advantage of it, honestly. But yeah, therapy's been great for me. I love it. I'm probably going to be doing therapy for the rest of my life, to be very honest. And if you have the access to it or things similar, I definitely recommend it. Yeah, I've been doing that for over a year now and I love it. It's been so good for me. I'm still learning stuff every session and going to continue to learn and grow and be open-minded about a lot of things in that regard. So I have a lot of new hobbies too, kind of new and old. I'll touch a little bit on each of them, but basically I have just been trying to keep myself occupied because that's how my brain works. That's how my brain feels the best, honestly. But at the same time, kind of doing too much is not great for my brain, but regardless, I have picked up streaming again. I tried streaming on YouTube a little bit in the summer of 2023 and it was okay. I'll talk a little bit more on that later too. And right now I am streaming on Twitch. I do stream mostly art, but I've also been doing a little bit of gaming lately. I'm currently playing Smooshy Come Home. It is so cute, so adorable. It's the best game so far. I'm maybe like 5 hours into it and I'm really enjoying it. Very explorative and fun. Highly recommend. And it is an indie game, so if you want to support indie creators. But yes, I've been streaming more and I plan to stream pretty frequently, especially now that I have a nice fancy new PC that I built. It is not my first PC that I built. Zach and I actually did build a PC years ago, like 2021, and we kind of shared it for a while, but it was in the other office room, the sunroom slash music room in our apartment, so I wasn't always there, so I wanted a PC for in this room. So especially now that I have a nice new PC, literally made it this week, that especially is going to encourage me to keep streaming. So definitely check out my Twitch if you're interested in watching drawing live, or if you're interested in even watching me game. I'm streaming right now kind of like 1 to 3 times a week. We'll see how it goes, maybe more. YouTube streaming just didn't work as well as I thought it would for me. It definitely didn't have that much engagement, even though you, the YouTube subscribers and watchers, would probably see them. It just wasn't getting the engagement, and it felt a little weird, honestly, like having them. I felt like I just wanted a separate space where I can be a little bit more open, a little bit more myself, a little less filtered. So Twitch is kind of my platform for that. I do plan on cutting down some streams to turn into YouTube videos. So for example, I do have one coming out very soon, or it might already be out. I don't know the timing. These are kind of planned to come out around the same time, but it is Ramona and Scott coloring page, a free coloring page that I have on my Ko-fi. There will be moments where I'm live streaming art, and then eventually I will make it into a YouTube video. So it's kind of like there is going to be a lot of exclusive content on Twitch, but I do keep my VODs for I think a couple weeks or a month or something like that. So if you want to check out the VODs, or if you just want to catch me live, that'd be really fun. Please check it out if you're interested. And I also want to do more events, like kind of connect with the community a little bit more because it is live. And I want to do like study Saturdays where we do art studies and just like learn stuff together, or you can just like watch me do it. I've been doing fan art Fridays where I just draw fan art on Fridays. And I do want to do community days where we just do requests and have a good time. I hope to grow the community a little bit more. I also do have a Discord now, so if you're interested, I'll leave the link in the description. Be nice, have fun. It's very new. I'm very new to managing Discord, so I'm still working out the kinks, so I appreciate feedback constructively, of course. And yeah, so Twitch is streaming something I've been doing a lot lately. I've also been doing cosplay. I have always admired cosplay growing up. It was just always so out of reach for me. As a teenager, I'm not gonna go and buy wigs. I didn't have anywhere to put that stuff. I couldn't afford to buy like wigs and outfits and stuff. So now as an adult with an actual studio space and the living space, I can do that kind of stuff, which is pretty sick. Yeah, I've been doing some cosplay. I'll put some pictures on the screen of stuff I have done. I'm still very much a beginner. I haven't done many and I'm still refining a lot of them. I hope to grow more in that aspect too. And if and when I do vend at conventions and the artist alley, I would just love to be in cosplay while doing it. I feel like it's gonna be so much more fun and engaging. And I've been dressing up as anime characters and it's been fun. I actually do really like it. And I do sometimes cosplay on stream as well, or at least put on a wig when I don't want to do my hair. So yeah, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, again, definitely check it out. I might also start like a personal page on IG just to like kind of put pictures of myself in cosplay, because I don't really feel like that fits on my art page currently, but we'll see. I'm rambling now. Another thing I've been getting into is music. I started learning how to play guitar in early college, so back in like 2016. I've been learning a lot more about piano, and 2023 we actually picked up a guitar. So I got an electric guitar, and eventually Zach and I got an acoustic guitar as well as a ukulele bass, so like a mini bass. And yeah, we make music and we jam, and it's really fun learning and using like my fingers and my creative brain in different ways. It is very different than visual arts, and I think I like it that way, honestly, just because like it's not as much pressure a lot of the time, where with like visual art, even with like a sketchbook, if you see the bad sketch, you might feel some type of way because it's bad. But with music, unless you're recording it, it's just energy gone into the air, and it's not so much, I feel like I'm not as judgmental, or I'm not as like critical on stuff when I play music. I don't know if that makes sense. I've been really enjoying it. I'm learning so much. I think it's just such a great way to express. And honestly, I've been listening to music differently. Like now that I've been making music and like playing instruments, I hear music differently. And I think that's really, really cool and interesting. And I never really got to play instruments growing up. I just didn't have the access to that, and nor did I have the interest really, but I do think that picking it up at any point is beneficial. Other stuff I've been doing kind of creatively is I've been doing some clay. I do a lot of clay arts around the holidays because Zach and I like to give handmade gifts to family. So we make like clay magnets, clay ornaments, and I made a couple of like trinket dishes. I mostly am using air dry clay, not like ceramics clay. Although I would love to take a ceramics class one day. I do really enjoy doing air dry clay just here at home. Very cozy, very comfy, and it's just like really fun to make that 3D art and like get your hands dirty. So I've been doing some clay. So another thing I've been doing is bullet journaling. I definitely feel like it helps me organize my life. At the same time, I've been evolving how I do it, how much I'm actually decorating. It's like I've been trying to find a good balance of creative but also not like overwhelming. I mean, I do use a blank journal, so I make my spreads every week, but they're super simple, to the point, you know, small enough where I'm not overwhelming myself with tasks every day and then feeling disappointed that I don't get everything I want done. So I'm just kind of finding what works for me to maximize my productivity and like actually get things done, to do it in a very healthy way and a very controlled way where I'm not overwhelming myself every single day. But yeah, bullet journaling is really fun. Picking like little themes for the calendar spread is also really cute, and it gives me an excuse to use a lot of the stationery I have, because I do have a lot of stationery and I just keep getting more because that is the feminine urge to buy pens and sticky notes and highlighters all the time. And I also have been picking up just regular journaling, like nothing, not to make it pretty, not to plan, but just literally journaling my thoughts. And I did pick this up from trying to do the Artist's Way, which I'm not going to talk about right now, maybe in another video, but just journaling every morning, even in just a little bit. Sometimes I can do like 3 pages or 2 pages. Other times I do like a paragraph, and that's all I can really get out, but I don't force it. I'm basically just letting things go on a piece of paper, thinking about things on a piece of paper rather than just having it all in my head, because I guess this is another thing with ADHD. I just have a lot of things in my head at all times. I have all these ideas, all these thoughts, all these feelings, and I feel like keeping them in here is not effective for, I don't know, myself, not effective for productivity, just for life. And so, yeah, just writing down any and all thoughts, just like word dumping, like regurgitating anything that comes into my brain, like once a day has, I don't know, it's kind of freeing. I would definitely recommend it. I think you should try it if you haven't ever done something like that. Yeah, I guess like the last new hobby, but not really new, is video games. I did mention Smooshy Come Home when I was talking about Twitch, but I've been playing some new games, you know, kind of like simple games on my Switch, like Suika or Fall Guys. And I also do like to play Sims 4 on my PC, as well as Persona 5 on the PlayStation. Not Persona 5 Royal. I haven't played that one yet. I don't really know what the difference is, but I've been playing Persona 5 for like the last 6 months and I love it. I absolutely love it. Like it's literally my favorite game of all time other than like Zelda. I think that it is just, I'm having a hard time letting go of the story and the characters, so I'm kind of dragging on the end, playing little by little every couple weeks. But Persona 5 was amazing. I had so much fun. I love lore and I love character driven stories, so it was just like perfect for me. Yeah, I am very sad to finish it, but I will probably play it again maybe in like another couple years. But I'm also considering checking out some of the other Persona games. I also did get Persona 5 Tactica on the Switch for Christmas, so that's another one to try out. And I've also just recently started Baldur's Gate. I've only played like maybe 2.5 to 3 hours or something like that so far, and I guarantee that like the first hour was like character creation, or maybe the first 30 minutes, but it was really fun so far. I'm really enjoying it. I've never played D&D or anything of the sort, but it is definitely right up my alley in terms of like lore and like magical stuff, so I'm excited to keep that going. Hello, Editing Sully here to interject. I don't know how I just completely skipped over this bullet point when I was recording this video, but here I am to say that I have also been crocheting. I learned how to crochet when I was like 11 to 12 years old in middle school, and I picked it back up again in 2023, and I absolutely love it. I have been doing a lot more of it in 2024 as well. In this clip, I'm making a little crochet heart pillow to kind of celebrate like Valentine's Day, make something on brand for that. But also, I have been doing things like little decor flowers and like market bags and just kind of playing around with that. I think it's a really fun way to just like move my hands in different ways. So yeah, I have been crocheting. I definitely wanted to mention that here because it's kind of becoming a little bit more common in my daily routine. So what's been going on with social media? I have a couple notes basically for this video, and the only thing under the social media tab is just like ... I want to talk about it, but I just have such complicated feelings surrounding it that even when trying to plan a little bit of this video, I didn't really know what to say. Now, while recording this video, I still don't really know what to say. I think that it's something I've talked about in other videos before, but it's not really changed, where social media is just so complicated, it's so fast-paced, and it just really does not suit an artist's lifestyle. Like I can't whip out art every single day and make short form vertical video content for TikTok, for Instagram, for YouTube, for all these like platforms. I can't do that stuff. Like I've tried. I'm not saying that I can't do it just because I don't want to. It's like I've genuinely tried to keep up. Every single time it fails. And every single time I blame myself and I feel disappointed in myself and I feel like, what am I doing wrong? And at this point, it's like I have to accept that the problem isn't me. I'm doing what I can. I am creating when I can. And I am just tired of the creative process being just like summed up in one 20-second video or like one post that isn't gonna get a lot of engagement. Like I'm not like viral. I'm not famous in any regard on these like social media scenes. So it's not that serious to me. Like it shouldn't be that serious. And even in the grand scheme of it all, like it's not that serious. Like all these numbers, all these analytics, it's not what matters. It's like the people that I engage with. When you guys comment on YouTube videos, that's what makes me feel like it's worth it. When people in person buy my art at like markets, or they're a returning customer, or they'll say that they have something of mine, like that's what matters, the actual human interaction, inspiring people to create, or just letting them have something cute and fun that I made. Like that's what matters to me more than all these numbers, all this time being put in to something that doesn't exist. Like like all this stuff is just so superficial. And not to say that social media presence is not important, especially obviously we live in the age of the internet. I am going to be the first person to tell you that it is important to have a presence. But should that presence be everything to you? Probably not. And I think me pushing myself to conform to the methods of social media nowadays, I think that's what kind of pushed me to go on an unexpected hiatus from social media. I went months without posting on Instagram, obviously months without posting on YouTube. I was Twitch streaming a little bit, but again, it's because it's so different. It's not like I have to do something and then edit a video and then take that time that I could be using to be creative or even just rest and do nothing. Now that time is being used to like edit and market and share and promote and like SEOs. I just want to chill. Like I just want to be happy and relaxed, and social media is anything but relaxed. So I think I'm going to try and shift it to, it's not so much my social media presence but my online presence that matters to me. I want to be able to craft it in a way that is authentic to me. Just make it work for me. I shouldn't be like busting my butt just to conform to these different platforms. I'm done with that. It's over. Like, I'm gonna focus on what matters to me, where I'll post on Instagram because that's what a lot of people already have. That is where my biggest following is, and that's usually where I point people to anyways, at like markets, whatever, because I'll post stuff on my story, or I'll post when I'm doing something where, yeah, I'll keep pushing my Instagram. I will keep obviously making videos. Let's talk a little bit about that in the plans going forward. I'm still gonna make videos and upload to YouTube. They just might look a little bit different. I'm gonna keep streaming because it is a lot less stressful in a lot of ways, and I hope you guys can check those out. And my main focus is definitely going to be my Discord group going forward, because I can invite people can join who want to join and like want to keep up with me, and as well as my website. I completely redid my portfolio site, or at least the portfolio section of my site, and I'm gonna add more stuff to just make it more personalized, more me, maybe even make a newsletter so people can just know what's going on with me if they're interested. But overall, like, I'm just gonna focus on what works for me, make it my own, and own it. And not that I won't be making short form video content, or I won't be maybe occasionally trying to follow a trend or something. I don't know. Like, I still have to promote myself, especially because I run an art business. I would love to do art and like character design and like comic art, and also like product design for my shop. I would love to do that full time, but I can't right now. And I think if I just keep working towards what I want in my way, it'll stay that way. I don't want to work towards something using the methods that somebody else tells me, and then when I get to where I want to be, I don't know how to do things my own way. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if any what I said makes sense. I did not have any talking points or like a script at all for this portion, so this was probably a lot of rambling. I'm sorry. Let's just move on from that. Now, what have I been up to with art? Because, you know, I'm an artist. This is an art page, an art YouTube. I've been doing a lot of fan art lately. I honestly really enjoy making fan art. I have been doing more like fan art for products like stickers and stuff like that, but I've also been lately at least doing illustration work more. I'm trying to be more cohesive with my drawings, telling more of a story with them. So yeah, I've been doing some fan art. I hope you like it. I like doing it. Fan art is not the only thing I've been doing, obviously, but it is something that just brings me a lot of joy. Pay homage to the stuff I like, the stuff that inspires me. Also really good practice for like being able to draw characters in your own style. I also have been working really hard on my shop. I have made, you know, a lot of new products, and I have a lot of ideas for new stuff, especially more like themed ideas, themed shop launches, shop updates, themed like art. And I kind of want to incorporate more handmade stuff into that, with the like more produced stuff, like manufactured stuff. We'll see how that goes, but so far I've been doing a lot of new stuff, also do a lot of markets, so that's a great way to move my stuff. I don't sell a lot of stuff online, unfortunately, but hopefully that'll change one day, because I have a lot of shipping materials here. I save a lot of mailers and stuff in like small boxes to send stuff out. So if you're interested in at least checking out my stuff, my shop will be in the description, as well as my website should be coming on screen at some point, or already had at some point, but definitely check out my links. There also have been some personal art projects. There are things that I've been working on, stuff that I failed, stuff that I want to do more of. So in October, I tried to do Inktober. I got, I think it was 5 illustrations. No, it was, I got 9 illustrations done in Inktober out of the whole 30 days. I tried to do it every day. I got through to like day 4 doing it daily, and that's because it was stuff that was already pre-sketched too. So I kind of cheated in that way, but I made it 9 illustrations in, so I guess I technically failed because my goal was to do every day. But at the same time, 9 illustrations in a month, ink illustrations in a month, is way more than I have ever done in the last like 3 years of trying. I think that's pretty successful. Sometimes it feels like a failure, but you know, I'm trying to rewire my brain on certain things. And one of those things is acknowledging my successes where they are, like not putting myself down when I don't need to. So yeah, I did try Inktober. Maybe this year is the year we do a month, and if we don't get to finish the full month, maybe we'll do 10 illustrations this year, and even that would be like a success. I tried, didn't work out exactly as I had hoped, but I'm looking at the brighter side of things, and honestly, like, it's fine. Those illustrations came out really cool. People like them. I like them. I hope to do more with them, maybe color them in something, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Or if they just live like that forever in a folder, that's also fine. I also did a couple of traditional paintings for fun. I really enjoyed it. I think I had a lot of fun letting go. It was just like a good reminder about what traditional art is like. I think I've just become really dependent on digital art lately, so going back to traditional art every once in a while is really nice for just the creative process. And as I mentioned, studies, I've been doing some art studies specifically on artists that I like this year and media that I like shows and games that I like. And I haven't been focusing as much on fundamentals of like anatomy or color theory as much in 2023. So kind of want to be a little bit more well-rounded with my approach to studies in 2024. Like I said, hopefully doing them on stream will help in that regard, as well as just like scheduling time for myself, or like an amount of time I want to reach, like 2 hours of studies a week or something. Like, it's really not that much as long as I set aside the time for it and I'm like conscious of it. And I feel like I will learn so much by doing that. Yeah, I've been doing some studies, but I think I could be better, as one always thinks though. The big personal project for me that I have been working on for a little while is Color Coven. It is a comic. I think I'm going to probably launch it as a webcomic, but I do want to format it for print eventually. I am still very much in the concept phases, like concept art. I'm still writing. I'm still kind of figuring out the beginning, middle, end type situation. I do think I'm a bit in over my head, or my story is already very complicated, which is like one of the rules they tell you not to do for a webcomic in the beginning, but I have the story I want to tell, and I'm going to tell it. I don't care how hard it is. I don't care where I have to go to do this, the lengths I have to go to. If I need help, I will get the help I need. I have such a passion for these witch characters of mine and their story, and I've been learning so much just researching, and also kind of like adopting a lot of things myself in my spirituality. So I think that this is going to be a really good story to tell, to share. I'm really excited to show more about them. I did spend all of 2023 in concept phase, and I didn't get as far as I would have liked to, I think because of poor planning. I just didn't really have an action plan or deadlines for myself, because this is a personal project. This is currently a one-man operation, but I hope to do a lot of fun things with that later on in the near future, I hope. But there's a lot I have to learn in order to do that. We're gonna build the fundamentals, we're gonna plan, but we're also going to take more action. So this is a good segue into the last part of this video, which is basically, what are we gonna do now? So what can you expect from me going forward? What am I expecting from myself, basically? This is kind of like my 2024 goals, plans, but I think I might make another video specifically on my artistic goals. But I guess overall, content, art, whatever, life, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen with this YouTube page and my videos? What are they gonna be like? What is my art gonna be like? Whatever. All that stuff, all that jazz. What can you expect here on YouTube? I'm specifically going to be focusing on drawing videos with like voiceover, kind of like podcast style, or we'll just talk about stuff, talk about life. If you don't like podcast type videos, sorry, but maybe once in a while I'll do like a silent, just music, relaxed music type video, visual ASMR, I guess, if you will. I do think that I want to focus more on like project-based stuff. So like start to finish, design a character with me, start to finish, learn this thing with me, because I just found myself, I leave a lot of things halfway. And I think that is going to be my biggest thing in 2024. I spent like the end of December and all of January pretty much just trying to wrap up loose ends, finish things, because I want to make room for new things. That's literally it. Especially with this ADHD brain, I think that I just, as soon as something doesn't give me the satisfaction or the dopamine, I just quit. Then it just looks at me for months and months, or I just hide it in a drawer and forget about it. And I don't want to be like that. Like, I know that I can't 100% everything. That's just not going to happen. I'm going to quit, and that's okay. Bailing is also okay. I just feel like I have so much more to offer. Like, not just you and the world, but like myself, by completing things. So I am going to be shifting away from my current, or at least my past, methods of vlogs. I don't think vlogs are for me. Monthly vlogs just did not work out for me. They just kept piling up. And while they're kind of easy to film in that sense, I just felt like because I don't complete things in a certain amount of time, it was just like, okay, well, we started a bunch of things in June, and then July we're starting a bunch of other things, and you don't really ever see things completed. And I noticed that the type of videos that I like to watch are start to finish type of videos. That's hopefully what I'm gonna do more of. Maybe my current goal is like 2 videos a month, because I do work a full-time job. I am an artist. I do Twitch streams. I run a shop. I also, have a partner and an apartment and a life that I want to also just enjoy. So I don't want to overcommit myself. I hope you understand. As I grow this channel, maybe we can do more. We'll see. We'll take it day by day. We'll take it easy, because I think big expectations, unrealistic expectations from myself, is only gonna lead me to not fulfilling them and then feeling disappointed in myself. So if I have realistic expectations or low expectations and I succeed, I'll feel better about it and I'll want to do it more. That's me trying to reason with myself. You can expect more Twitch streams, so like I said before, follow me on Twitch if you're interested in hanging out live and chatting with me and just having fun drawing or playing games and stuff. I just think it's a really, really fun platform. I'm always on Twitch watching people. I think it's just a really cool platform in that regard, so come hang out if you want to. I also am going to be posting more on my Ko-fi, specifically the Ko-fi shop. I want to have more digital downloads. Most of them are probably going to be free, and I just want to share my stuff a little bit more and have it so you can download a wallpaper or like a coloring page, and you can just tip what you want. If you want to leave a little tip, so I can buy a nice yummy tea. If not, that's totally okay. Like, any support regardless is cool. Even just watching this video here, it's free 99 and it supports a lot. So thank you. I just want to be able to spread my art, my good vibes with the world, and digital downloads will be cool for international people as well, where I can't ship to you as reliably or as cheap. And also maybe some exclusive content on Ko-fi, like previews. If I get Ko-fi supporters, currently I don't have any, so if I do get some and they have any ideas of what they want, maybe like exclusive daily vlog type stuff, like I would be totally willing to do stuff for Ko-fi supporters. We'll see how that goes. I don't really know. I don't have any Ko-fi supporters yet, so I don't really know what to do with that. But we'll see. We'll see. That's pretty much what I know for certain is going to happen going forward. Obviously, I'm still going to be creating art. I will be sharing it on socials. I do think I should use maybe the community tab on YouTube a little bit more, so we'll try and do that as well. That's basically what I want to do for sure. There are some maybes when it comes to the YouTube channel. Like, maybe I want to do monthly, bi-monthly vlogs if I feel up to it. If I can, I don't know. That's like we'll see. But don't count on it. I have so much backlog of vlog material that is like, I want to keep this for like my own personal record to like see how much I've grown, but also it's such a pain to edit it all, and I'm tired of editing footage from like a year and a half ago, guys. Like, I'm just being so honest. Like, I just want to move on. I'm tired of living then. I want to live now. And another maybe is maybe we'll see some cosplay content. Maybe we'll see some music content in some videos. I don't know. Let me know if you're interested in that. This is an art mostly page, so if that's just what you want to see, is just art, I get it. I also do like variety and slice of life. Just let me know what you think. That was a lot. A lot has been happening. A lot has honestly changed just in my own well-being, my daily life, my, I don't know, my thoughts, my feelings, whatever. Obviously, online scene changes all the time, so I am happy that I was able to update you. I want to thank you a lot for watching this because I don't know why people like to watch me talk for this long and just ramble. If you do enjoy that and you stuck around, I appreciate you. I really do. Like, this is, it's not easy putting yourself out there to the world, and it's just all in the sake of wanting to grow as a person, and knowing that people out there care is also just really touching. So I do appreciate you. Okay, I need a minute to compose myself. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. If you watched all the way to the end here, I'm going to ask that you put a cat emoji in the comments just so I know who's watching all the way through, and it'll be our own little inside joke there. If you're interested in seeing more of what I do, definitely subscribe, definitely follow my other socials, blah blah blah. You've heard it all before. Thank you. And here's to a creative, cozy, and just fulfilling new year. Cheers.